Good morning, everyone. So, what happened to the raised bed garden? We'll say the next week was a couple hours every day and it didn't look like much, so I didn't film it. So today I'm going to take you around so you can see what we have done and where it is headed. So here we are. The fence, we got more fencing, but haven't rolled it out yet. Here is the beans, which we're gonna trellis today. This was kind of an experiment. We'll see. Our pak choy, some of it bolted and some of it hasn't. We've started picking out the inside of these to keep them from flowering, feeding them to the rabbits. Rabbits are happy. Looks like something ate that. So we'll be looking for bugs later today. So some of this we're going to pull and put into some stir fry today that I'm going to make. Probably to eat tomorrow, but cook today. And then some of it we'll keep picking the leaves off the edge and the middles out and see how much longer we get with these. I think that one of these two groups of pak choy will eventually be tomatoes. See, these are coming to a nice head. We've been pulling out the center on these too. The celery looks great. Having our first salad for lunch today. Since there's 5 of us, it's a lot of salad, so probably take most of the big leaves off of these 4 heads. The cabbage looks so good. So today we're going to finish, and then I'll post a video on our watering system, which isn't on yet, but we will be finishing up today. So there's the cabbage. This is going to be 6 tomato plants. We're not sure which ones are going to go in. It was 37 degrees earlier this week. Not exactly great weather for tomatoes and peppers. So they're still hanging out inside the greenhouse, and we repotted a bunch of them into some larger pots that we found at the nursery when we went to go get more potting soil. So these are all in, and we're going to need another load of cedar shavings. But before we do that, we have to get the rest of the dirt out of the back of the truck, and we probably have a load of clean green brush to take to the dump before we come back with that. So, husband unloading the dirt. Here is all the progress we made on where the corn is going to go. So we've got this all cleared, and so we need to take it out so that then we can till up the ground and start measuring. The corn looks so good. I'll do an update hopefully tomorrow on the corn, because this load to the dump is hopefully going today. Here's some more pots. Some of the raspberries are happy, some of them are not. That one is definitely happy. Look at that. Starting to get some flowers. We've seen a few honeybees now, so we've been really happy to see that. These blackberries we need to put in. They're too big for their pots, and originally we were going to put them along here, but then we went with these raised beds. So we got our last 2 apple bins in and filled with dirt. In here we have zucchini planted. We eat a lot of zucchini, so even in the case where we don't eat all of it, I love to make zucchini bread and wrap it in a bunch of plastic wrap, and then put it in a Ziploc bag, freeze it, and then thaw it the night before for breakfast the next morning. Then here, these are going in today. We were going to put them in 2 nights ago, and then some of the chickens got out because the gate was left open. And I kid you not, it was like the freedom run all the way out in the front yard, into the neighbor's yard, lots of chasing, squawking, irritated hens. We got them all back in, but we didn't get the acorn squash planted. So acorn squash is going here. Let's see, more zucchini. We found yellow squash seeds. So we're going to jump start them in some very small pots that we put on a warming pad. The warming pad originally we got for a broody hen that was brooding a little late into the fall. And then after she was done and it had kept everything warm enough, we have started using it to germinate peppers and tomatoes. In this case, we're going to use it to jumpstart yellow squash. And then we'll probably put some yellow squash in here. We'll be doing some harder pruning as they flower, as their plants are going to get very big, and these beds are 4x4, so that's coming. I don't know when they're going to get that big. Same with these guys, but we'll see. So one of the kids went to town on the forsythia. I have mixed feelings about this. It gives us beautiful privacy, but I would love to put 2 more raised beds there. Luckily, I don't have to make that decision. We don't have the apple bins right now, so that's tabled. Let's see. We got the cardboard down here. And so today we're going to be spending getting ready for the corn and setting up watering, which hopefully I'll be able to post tomorrow, if not next week. Have to make sure it works before we show it to you. We've done it before, but with every new set of beds comes a new set of challenges, and so we want to make sure that we've addressed those before we tell you how great it is. Oh, there's some of the corn. Okay, did I say I was going to do that later? Nah, I'm going to do it now. There's some of the corn we put in the greenhouse. We're swapping out some of our much larger tomato plants. Oh, I hear a buzzing bug. Where is it? Huh. And bringing those smaller ones in the house, these ones in big pots, are going to get planted hopefully next week, and then we're going to cover them with straw to keep the soil warmer. But we're moving the corn out. This is the peaches and cream corn starts that we started in the house, and we're moving them out here to kind of harden them off, since they're going to be going outside in the next few days. Oh, it's a bumblebee. Hello, bumblebee. Let's see if I can show you. It's just hanging out there. Yep. Hello, pollinators. Welcome. All right. So that is where we're at. We're also going to try to set up some watering in the greenhouse. Watering is something that takes a really long time every day, and so having something set up on a timer, if we can do it, will be nice. If we can't, that's the way it goes. We water, no big deal. Always worth the time for fresh produce. So with that, fruit trees, I could talk forever about these beautiful fruit trees. I won't though. We're talking about the raised beds. Focus. So all of the raised beds at this point are filled. We have plants laid out. And so now we're to the fencing. I found the arbor, ordering that today. It is less functional than I had thought we would choose, but it's just so incredibly beautiful and goes with the kind of ambiance of the yard. And when it rains, it's just going to look absolutely beautiful. So I can't wait to show it to you, as well as our watering system in the next video.